Hello and welcome back to Pokemon Emerald. In the last part we were clearing this route, which not very spectacular. I did heal off screen and mix our leads around so we can get even experience. Stuff like that, not too complicated. Love for Pokemon remains unchanged. That sounds creepy. And I'm actually uncomfortable sending a Kirlia out to fight you. Though you have a Dustox. Choices. Anyway, I do want to talk about certain things that are going on. I don't really have anything to really talk about when it comes to these routes. They're kind of just battling trainers, blah blah blah, and so on and so forth. Somehow this Dustox is faster than me, but it's probably the quiet nature coming into play. So one thing I do want to mention is back a long time ago in Slateport City, we came across what is known as a battle tent. And I kind of glanced over this because, to be honest, the battle tents are really dumb and overall an unneeded change. The Pokemon contests, while they are alright, they are a little bit better in my opinion than most of the battle frontier attractions. And so having miniature versions of those is not really necessary overall. They're not that great. But I never explained what the battle tent in Slateport is. And I guess I could probably explain it now because we're about to hit Verdanturf. I don't know how to say it. Verdanturf Town, which has another battle tent, which I will have to explain once we get there. But I never explained the original one, so why would I explain something? You know what I'm trying to say. But back in Slateport City, if you were to go into that battle tent, you will be basically given a practice battle factory. It's kind of hard to really explain what I mean by practice, but basically just saying it's a lesser battle factory if you've ever messed around in the battle frontier? Oh, apparently I'm just not all there today. But when it comes to, you are not a trainer. I planned them all. Congrats. It's not hard to do, but I'll give you bonus points. The battle factory goes with rental Pokemon, similar to Pokemon Stadium. Except you pick 3, and then you go into the battle. I think it's 3. I rarely do the Battle Frontier, by the way. I've done it like twice, fully. But the Battle Factory, you basically go in with rental Pokemon, and then if you win against your opponent, you may switch one of your Pokemon with one of theirs. And it's an alright system. You can get some really good combinations with it. Overall, though, it's a lot of... If you do not metagame it, it's a lot of luck, and overall just not very interesting. It's more luck-based than the normal game, which is already a little too luck-based in my opinion, but what can you do? Now, to be honest, the Battle Factory little battle tent in Slateport is probably the best of the battle tents. Because the one we're coming up into, Verdanturf, is a practice battle palace, which is actually my least favorite attraction in all of Pokemon. So, simple. Does Goldeen have... I don't think Goldeen has Lightning Rod, do you? Do you have Lightning Rod? I don't think you do. No. Okay, thinking of later. But, Battle Palace, what you do is, you get Pokemon, or you have your own, and they battle on their own. Yeah, that's it. You actually have no say in what they do. Most of what they do is based on their very own nature. I believe... I don't remember the percentages. Some have where, like, for example, I want to say, like, Hardy is 61% chance to attack, or something like that. I don't remember it because, to be honest, it's very boring, and I don't like to metagame a lot of stuff. It's... Overall, Battle Palace is just a boring, like, statistical slugfest. That's it. Like, you go based on what you think would be better to have. Basically, you're going with the worst case scenario and hoping for the best. It's just a terrible, terrible attraction. And I'm not trying to, like, poke at anyone that enjoys the Battle Palace, but really, you meet these magical creatures. Just think about the game for a second. You meet these magical creatures in the wild grass right here, in the wild, and you're like, you know what? first thing I want to do is not command these things to do my bidding. I want them to think for themselves. And guess what? They only have 4 moves to think for themselves. So what are they going to do? Use their nature, which is luck-based anyway, so it's all luck-based, and it's terrible. It's like, a lot of people complain about Pokemon's luck when it comes to competitive, but Battle Palace is 100% just luck-based, and it's just irritating. This is Wally's house, I think. Oh. No, this is the Digger's house. The what's it called? He just digs the, oh, it's Wanda's house. But he's just digging the, tunnel. That's what he's doing. So, let me see your Pokemon. It likes you quite a lot. Cool! We're getting pretty close to a Crobat then, because that's the goal. So, not a big town. It actually has a, friggin' Pokemart, which is nice to see. Means I don't have to travel too far. I might, how many? No. That's ball. Garbage. Don't ever use it. Unless you're going for like a specific Pokemon, which there is one I will bring up way later. That nest balls could be useful. We're just going to heal and then we're going to explore the tunnel on the other side. The little tunnel that connects Route 103 with Verdanturf. Or not 103. What's the route? Oh, remember. I'm forgetting routes now. What's the tunnel? Rusturf Tunnel. There we go. It connects that. Here is Battle Tent. Known as the Practice Battle Palace for me. I always talk to this person over here. Because they usually give you a TM. And this one's Attract. Not very useful. Yeah. Attract is kind of like confusion. But only works on the opposite gender. And overall is kind of a gimmick. Alright. Oh, we have a trainer in here. I always forget there's a trainer in here. Why don't they call Pokemon in the mountains mountain Pokemon? They do. It took like a decade later, but they do. A little less than a decade. I believe X and Y. Hey, we can actually use Steel Wing. Look at that. Now, Golbat should be pretty close to Crobat, which is kind of the plan, of course, as always. One thing you will see, I don't know why I didn't use Bite now that I think of it. One thing you will see is that once Golbat and Golbat kind of evolves, so to say, and I want to try and get Electrike to evolve pretty soon. Once those two evolve, you'll see me primarily focus on, well, Kirlia, because Gardevoir needs to be here soon. Gardevoir would help so much. I also need to focus somewhat on Marshtomp. As you can see, I'm not training Marshtomp right now because it's going to have so much fun in the upcoming gym. So, I'm giving it plenty of room to use and abuse itself. And also, it wouldn't be bad to get a Crobat before the fight. Because while Shockwave is not a powerful move, it is super effective on Golbat. So if it can be a Crobat and maybe tank it, that'd be very cool. So as you can see over to the left of the screen, or you could have before this Whismur decided to screech into battle, we actually have Rock Smash rocks, which we can't break. We will be coming back once we, of course, beat the gym, because it creates a little shortcut. My boyfriend is there. He's not just digging the tunnel to come see me. He works his hands raw and rough for the benefit of everyone. Yeah, which, when you think of it, like, honestly, why is he the only one doing it? I understand it's hard work and it's hurtful to his own hands, but if you had, I don't know, like, I think it was 3 workers in the house, right before the other side of Rusturf Tunnel, working on it, I don't see the issue here. They would be done way faster. And you wouldn't even, like, distract the Whismur. Just because you don't have digging equipment doesn't mean you freaking just go, I guess we give up, guys. We have nothing to do here. Like, what is that mentality? And also, that voice made 0 sense for construction workers. Oh, well. Anyway, if we come out this way, we will actually be brought over here. There's not much here. There's a guy, well, there's an HP up, which is valuable. There's a guy that's going to be looking for his glasses down there. And we talked to him. I dropped my glasses. Can you help me find them? I believe they are right here. Yep. That one I actually do know. Though I was going to guess farther, but whatever. And so we talked to him. Can you help me find them? Those glasses, may I see them? No, these are black glasses. Black glasses, what they do is they raise dark type moves power by 10%. Basically another hold item. It's kind of useful, though I'm not going to be using it for a while, though Golbat could probably use it. Actually, now that I think of it, what do I have equipped to every... You should have the Quick Claw. What do you have? No, you have the Quick Claw. I guess you can keep that. What do you have? Soft Sand. That makes sense. I guess I can give Golbat the black glasses. They're not going to get much to really use. Silk Scarf. Should probably empty out some of this stuff, but it's no big deal right now. Alright, let's move on. Let's move on. I actually think we're going to go back to Mauville City and, do we have enough time? 4 minutes? It's going to be pretty close. We're going to take on Wally because I don't want to go north yet. We are going to actually put out Curlia, and the reason is he's going to lead with his Ralts. And yes, it is a Ralts, and we resist every move it's going to have, but we have Thunderbolt to hit it. I'm not pushing it. If I combine forces with Ralts, we can beat anyone. Have you ever heard of an Umbreon? Gotten a lot stronger since Miss. I want you and my uncle to understand that. Will we battle? Sure, we'll battle. We'll show you that you're not good at all. Wally's terrible. And here's Ralts, level 16. Amazing that he managed to train it that far up when he was stuck as a level 5. But whatever, we're going to hit with a Thunderbolt. To be honest, I don't expect it to really live. It might. No, bye. Alright, thank you for the free experience, Wally. I lost. Of course you did. You know why? You have a level 16 Ralts. I'll go back. Being a trainer is tough. That isn't what being a real trainer is. Well, technically it is, but everyone's waiting for you. Why? Just dawned on me, you must be the trainer who kept an eye out for Wally when he caught his Pokemon. Why don't you visit us sometime? And we will actually be doing that. And by the way, we have Mr. Stalker here. That wasn't what I was going to say, but I'll be cheering for you. I totally forgot we got the bike last part. So here this is. Totally forgot this was a thing. Oh my god, that's hard to turn. Let's go to this house. Let's talk to you. Wally's next door. Natural environment is good for his health. Pokemon are giving him hope. We'll talk to Wally. Make sure he's not too beat up. Because I have a new purpose. Together with Ralts, I'm going to challenge Pokemon gyms and become a great trainer. Okay. Cool. We'll talk to the mother. See what she says about his new dream. I don't know if this is the mother or not. No, this is just weird. Wanda's house. I never really thought of it. Why do they share a house? Does Wally have a sibling? Or maybe it's the cousin. Oh, that makes sense. Everything makes sense. I never thought of it before. Oh my god. Alright, so I'm going to end this here because mostly because we can't do a lot after this without interrupting myself repeatedly. So next time we're either going to head north or take on the gym. I'm still flipping a coin about it, but I'll get back to you whether I pulled heads or not. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, whatever you prefer, of course. And as always, I hope to see you guys next time. And of course, till then.